Hi there, my name is Adriana and I'm the Public Relations Specialist at ApplyBoard. Here I have with me Harry, who is the Regulated Canadian Immigrations Consultant. Welcome, Harry.
Hello everyone.
So today Harry is here to speak about whether or not students can bring their dependents to Canada while they study. So Harry, if you'd like to get us started on the topic.
Sure. Yes, Adriana, the students who are planning to come to Canada for their higher education, they are allowed to bring their dependents. Now, within the dependents, there is a differentiation between primary and secondary dependents. Your spouse and your children, they come as your primary dependent. But if you have parents, old parents, who are also dependent on you, they are secondary dependents. So secondary dependents are not allowed to come with you as a dependent while you're studying in Canada. The dependents, the child or a spouse, are allowed to be part of your single application and they can come and be with you while you're studying in Canada. The spouse, they are allowed to get the open work permit, which means that they can work with any company in any profession and for n number of hours. There is no limit for them or restriction on them on the working conditions. And for the children, they are allowed to study in any of the public schools. In Canada, the education for children is free, so they are not paying even a single dollar for getting the education in Canada.
So it's really great news knowing that your family can gather in a different country. And this does bring me to my next question, Harry. So can you tell me, will adding a spouse or partner or a child to the student visa have an impact on the success of the application?
It depends on person to person or the circumstances of the student. If your financial condition, your social ties in your home country are very strong, then you can definitely add your spouse or your child into your student visa application. But it may impact your success of student visa application.
Okay.
The reason for that is the student visa application is a temporary resident visa, which means that you are coming to the Canada as a student, you'll complete your studies and you will go back. But when you're applying as a family, all your family members or your dependents are with you, visa officer may have the doubts that your motivation or your interest in going back to your home country is very limited. You may not go back to your home country. So visa rejection chances may be a little higher while you are applying as a whole family. If the applicant is worried about this outcome that their visa application may get refused, we'll recommend that they should apply first as individual. Once their visa application is approved, they come to Canada, start their studies, and then apply for their dependents, their spouse or their children. They can join them later.
It is a very interesting fact. Thank you for sharing that with us, Harry. Now, Harry, before we finish with our interview today, I do have one more question. Are there any age restrictions to dependent children?
Yes, there are age restrictions for the dependent children. As per Canadian immigration law, a child is a person who is under the age of 22 years and who doesn't have a partner or is married. There are circumstances where a child is more than 22 years of age. He can also be treated as dependent only in the circumstances where he is dependent on the parents because of the physical or mental condition since the age of 19.
Interesting. That's amazing. So from what I understood from this entire interview is that by paying the fee for one person, you're getting an international education, you're getting quality of life, you're getting work permit for your spouse or your partner, and you're getting a free education for your children until they hit secondary education.
Yes, you are right.
That sounds like an absolutely incredible opportunity, and I thank you, Harry, for offering your expertise on this topic.
You're welcome. And for all our audience, if you guys have any query or questions regarding your own personal cases, you can write directly to me at Hari, Hari, @applyboard.com. We'll be happy to help you.
Thank you for listening.